Hello and welcome to the channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate your support. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. Got a question, suggestion, or a topic you'd like to see covered? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to set up and integrate php IPAM using Docker and Safeline WAF. In this demo, I'll be walking through the Docker and Docker Compose installation and how to integrate the community edition of Safeline WAF. Our objective here is to deploy a secure Dockerized php IPAM instance protected by Safeline WAF on a new Rocky Linux setup, ensuring all traffic goes through Safeline on port 80 with direct access to port 8080 blocked after setup. Now I'm doing this on a Rocky Linux 9.5 VM with about 6 gig of RAM and 2 CPU cores. I've already updated the server, so now I'm going to go in and install Docker real fast. And while that's doing that, I'm also going to grab the setup files for Docker Compose. Okay, that's almost done. Okay, so it's created the symbolic link. Now we'll put in compose. Now in the next step after this, I'm going to open the firewall to host port 80 and 8080 because I'm going to be putting the php IPAM setup, and I'll get to that in 1 second here. So now I'm going to open and edit the compose file. And let me grab the YAML. So in here, you see that I currently have it set to this loopback, right? So that's a future state. What I need to do is set this to all. So we're going to change that. And then I'm going to bring up, this is so I can configure the php IPAM. And so that's going to initialize and bring up my browser here in a second. So now I have to set up my php IPAM. I'm going to use root, and I forgot what I made my oh, there we go. So now I have this set up, and now I'm going to create my admin password, right? And now php IPAM is set up. Now we need to make a few changes here. So before we get to those, what I want to do is I want to set up Safeline. To do that, and I'll have this script up on the Git site. So this is to install Safeline and the community edition. So that'll go through. I'm just going to pause while it actually does the update. Okay, so that finished. Now there's one piece that, so Safeline's installed and it's doing a few configuration items here. It says waiting. It's just bringing up the site. Now, in here, you need to grab this information. Okay, so I usually just copy the whole thing. This is the initial password for the Safeline site. So I'm going to save that real fast so I don't lose it. Now, to configure Safeline, you go to, I don't know if you saw that, but you can see this is my IP address and that's a Safeline server. These are the internal Dockers, so we don't want that. So let me open this real fast for you. And this, so I'm using a very small computer to configure this, so and set up this demo. And as a result, this is a little bit slow. So sometimes it takes, 15 to 20 seconds for this to come up for the initial web page. And it's just because I have I think it's like a 4-core server for this. Okay, so the license agreement finally came up. Now I'm going to log in. I'm going to grab my password that was set up over there. And here we are. So now we're in Safeline. So what I need to do now is actually configure an actual application. So in this case, since it's on, the WAF is on my same server, I'm not going to enable SSL because it's not public. I could enable if I had a local cert server. Unfortunately, my cert server blew up. So what I'm going to do here is just point this reverse proxy back to the Docker container. Now I'm going to give this a name, right? So all of this, and remember that's what was in the YAML file. So as you can see, it sees it. Now I'm going to hit submit. Now I need to go back to this. And what we want to do is we want to go back into Docker, and because right now, right, this web page is seeable, and this is not going through here. If I go to statistics, right, what I am seeing, this is for not for PHP IPAM. This is for this site. It's part of the initial login. So if I go here and I hit refresh, right, you can see it's coming in with the login. So I need to fix this, and I need to fix one other piece. So to do that, we want to go to here. And the first thing I want to do is change this to 127. So this is now limiting it to only internally. And then I need to change this, right? So I need to, well, I should have done this, right? So now, and then I will re-enable the PHP IPAM. So that's back up and running. Now, if I hit F5 here, this should fail. And the reason it's failing is because it's pointing to 8080, and that's now blocked, right? So Safeline, hopefully if I did this right, should actually be on HTTP because that's what I created over there. We want to make sure about that, so no HTTPS. And you notice the installer changed, so it's no longer doing that. And if I was successful here, and I can type my password, we should be able to log in. And we can. So we've shown that this is working. Now, and we know we're blocking this. So if I go over here, I should see statistics coming in, and I can go to the application. Some of the items I can turn on is HTTP flood or bot protection, so on and so forth. I can also go over here and enable HTTP2, so this will make it a little bit faster. And everything that's cool within WAF, you can kind of throw this in here, and you can even do anti-bot and things like this. Now, how do we know this is actually doing anything, right? So I wanted to show you what I'm going to do is do a demo here of an actual SQL ingestion. And so same browser, if you go over here, and you look at this, you'll see under attacks, sometimes it takes a second, but the actual web page is getting blocked here. You can see that. I think I can do an XS. So yeah, so, and if I keep doing it repeatedly, it should come up in here, and there we go. So as you can see, it's showing that's my IP address, and I can actually add that to a group to block it. I can get information about it from online. There's a lot of things you can do with it. I think I can do another demo. Will this work? Yeah. So as you can see, right, and it's showing the ID of the session there. So if I go here to the logs, you can see what was typed against it and so on and so forth. Well, I hope that simple, Safeline install helps you. I will put my notes up on the Git site. If this helped you out, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you'll be the first one to know when new content drops. If you ran into any issues or have any questions about anything covered, feel free to leave a comment. I do my best to respond to everyone. And if there's a topic you'd like me to cover in a future video, let me know. Until next time, take care and have a great day. Bye.